What I wanted most of all was to save this company, which is well known, that's over 80 years old, and which represents something important across our region. Most of all, it was about the 50 employees and their families, which were very much attached to the company, and I got proof of this since then. I knew that the former managing director was seriously ill. This was Marc Robital. He died in October 2010, and I had met him. I had met employees of Blanchon on the site, and as the president of the Regional Union of Worker Cooperatives, I asked them why not consider buying their company, so that it could continue and not be relocated, especially to save jobs. When the idea came about to take over the company as a worker cooperative, my first reaction was, why not? What's a worker cooperative? How does it work? Can we manage it? There were 50 people in the company. It was at the end of 2010, and these were difficult times. We had lots of questions, but with the offers that we had for the company, we thought, why not? Taking over the company as a worker cooperative was a very good project, to the extent that we were all in favor. Almost 90% entered into this project. For me, it allowed me to say, we work for ourselves. It's our company. We'll always be here, and we'll transfer it to future generations as a worker cooperative, because it cannot be relocated. We no longer have financiers who are only there for the interests. If there are profits, they are shared. A part of the profits remains in the company to be reinvested. So for me, it's a very good principle. To transfer a company into a worker cooperative, we generally like when at least 50% of the employees raise the capital immediately. Here, we have 80% of the employees who raise the capital right away, which shows the employees' fundamental attachment to the company. Of course, that allowed them to save their jobs, but we could feel that they truly loved their company. Since we've become a worker cooperative, we're all in the same boat. It's really team spirit. Even though it operates like a normal business, but it is not exactly the same, because everyone is pulling in the same direction. There is more motivation in the work, because people know they're working for themselves. They know that this is their work tool, that if there are profits, they are for everyone, the same distribution for everyone. I think that's very important. The company does belong to its employees, but let's remember one thing. It's the current economy that is the real judge. It is not because I am a member in my company that everything is permitted. There is this notion that we are a trade company that has a market, and we have to be successful in this market. That is a real guarantee of the sustainability of the company. Taking over the company as a worker cooperative avoids someone coming in and making profits at the expense of the employees and resell the company, which was in fact the case, because we had two offers, one by a Parisian financier and one of Blanchon's competitors, which I think neither project would have kept all the employees. At the time, it would have been much easier to start off with fewer employees, which was not our case. We started off with more or less all employees present. What motivates me as president of the worker cooperatives is not that the company be transferred into a cooperative, but that it is saved. If the cooperative project was not the best one, I would have suggested to the employees that it be taken over under another form. So the worker cooperative project emerged as the most likely to take over the company. We then asked whether the employees of Blanchon had identified someone internally or externally to potentially manage the company, and they had not. So I immediately applied, knowing that I absolutely did not want to leave l'Atelier du Vitrail that I have been managing for 20 years, and there was a possibility to manage both companies. The main idea was to find synergies between both companies, so they could bring clients from one to the other and vice versa. I'd say that the idea of a cooperative should not be one by default. It must be studied as a full idea in itself. This means that internally, the managing director must have identified managers who wish to invest in the company. And within the managers, there must be consensus regarding a leader, which means that all the others agree to and are ready, with him, to be involved, to work and to share the company project. Often, business owners live near their company, so it's a satisfaction for them to know that the company will live on after they leave.